Welcome to Guru Trader video for Friday, April the 23rd, 2010. Here's the 7 market movers that we're following today. All 7 of these stocks we've mentioned before. All 7 of them are trading at 52-week highs, and 3 of them are actually trading at new highs. On the TSX Venture, GBB, Gold Bullion Development Corp, 39 up 3 cents. SGR San Gold Corporation, 409 up 29. On the TSX, WEF, Western Forest Products, 54 up 7.5. Also on the TSX, OEX Orleans Energy Limited, 318 up 11. Also CMK Cline Mining Corporation, 239 up 36. And following up again on ERD Erdene Resource Development Corp, 66 up 10. And lastly on the New York Stock Exchange, mentioning CPWM again, Cost Plus Inc., 538 up 41. Let's take a closer look at these stocks. Alright, following up again on GBB, Gold Bullion Development made a new high, uncharted territory for the stock, 39 up 38% move, over 8 million shares traded, market cap's 41 million now, trade as high as 42 cents. Let's look at the 3-month chart, a little more constructive. We first mentioned GBB, this is our 7th time, first mentioned them on March 3rd at 20 cents, based on this announcement here. Gold Bullion drills best ever results at Grenada. That's their Quebec gold property. This was on March the 2nd, so we've been following them since. And today they put out news. Gold Bullion outlines large mineralized system at Grenada. They talk about potential bulk tonnage, open pit deposit. Grenada Gold, located 5 kilometers south of Royan, Noranda, Quebec, along the prolific Carlin Trend, which has produced numerous multi-million-ounce gold deposits. They talk about potential resource 2.4 to 2.6 million ounces, and they define grades. And so anyway, that's obviously what's causing the volume today. If you look at the longer-term chart, the 5-year, you'll see they've been around since the end of 2006. So we're in uncharted territory right now up here. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that one. Moving on, SGR San Gold Corporation, 409 up 29, almost 6 million shares traded. Now this is arguably not a small cap anymore, 1.13 billion market cap. The previous 52-week high was 413, which it did on December the 2nd. We started tweeting, I think, back in November. We first mentioned them at around 380 or 385. If you check our Twitter timeline, if you want to verify any of these first mentions that I'm talking, just go to twitter.com/investorsguru and you'll see all of our tweets and the prices that we first tweeted them at. So anyway, the low was $1.92 on April 23rd of last year. There's the 1-year chart. And so this is a new high for San Gold as well, and they were halted yesterday and announced San Gold drills high grade in new RLE stone, including 4.9 meters of 319 grams per ton. Here's the 10-year chart for San Gold. Anyway, higher highs, looks good. So there's more information about the new zone that they're reporting on. So anyway, and actually San Gold is one of our top 30 stocks, so I'm mentioning them for that reason too. They're on our top 30 small caps list. We first added them on March the 30th of last year at $1.80. So 409 right now, still looks good, and we'll keep an eye on it. WEF on the TSX, Western Forest Products Inc., 54 up 7.5, another 16% move, almost 10 million shares traded. Now this one we first mentioned 2 days ago at 38 cents, I believe, on April 21st. This is our 3rd mention. Yesterday it was up, today it's up. Volume yesterday was over 20 million, today it's almost 10 million. Market cap's up to 69 million. 52-week high was yesterday at 52. The low was 16 cents on November the 12th of last year. So we mentioned this as a possible turnaround situation. March 17th news release, they entered into a letter of intent with Capital Regional District. They're a lumber producer. They produce 7.4 annual available harvest, approximately 7.4 million cubic meters of timber, lumber capacity in excess of 1.5 billion board feet from 8 sawmills and 4 remanufacturing plants. Nice little boring story. But look at the long-term chart on this. It shows that the company's been around since 2004, $10, and has done nothing but gone straight down and sideways. So I definitely check into the financials on this and see if the volume and the price movement is warranted, and if this is a longer-term play or just a short-term trade, I don't know. But we're keeping an eye on it based on the technicals alone for right now. Also on the TSX, OEX Orleans Energy Limited, 318 up 11, 6 million shares traded. And we mentioned this one yesterday, also traded around 6 million shares. let me see here. Actually traded around 8 million shares yesterday. We first mentioned them at 303. So they're actually, the 52-week high was 315, which it did on April the 22nd. So it broke that and traded as high as 322 today so far. The low was $1.80, which it did on July the 8th of last year. There's the 1-year chart. If you're a chartist, you might say these are pennants or flags. And I don't know if you want to go that far, but anyway, let's look at the longer term chart on this company. So there's the 5-year, and there's the 10-year. Shows it's been around since about 2005, was as high as $6. And anyway, they announced yesterday, Orleans Energy announces Montney Discovery's additional land capture. It was Waskahegan and continued Kebab Montney's success. I haven't looked at that. They talk about, I don't know, is oil or gas or natural gas, sweet oil and sweet natural gas. Okay, so I'd look into that if you're interested in that type of play. We'll keep an eye on it. Moving on, CMK, Cline Mining Corp, 239 up 36, 17% move, 4 million shares traded. This one we've tweeted about many times. 300 million market cap now. The 52-week high was 227, which it did on April the 12th. Kind of went sideways for a few weeks, or for a week anyway. December the 9th was the low at 30 cents. So this one's really taken off this year. It's regarding their Elk coal mine, and they announced news yesterday. Cline miners now underground to rehabilitate new Elk coal mine. Now that's in Los Animas County, Colorado, USA. They are announcing the U.S. Mine Safety and Health Administration has now approved all 6 plans required to start the underground rehabilitation of its new Elk coal mine. So anyway, let's look at the longer term chart. I don't like those spikes, but anyway, the stock is now in uncharted territory, and we first tweeted. This is our 6th time mentioning the stock since March the 10th at 77 cents, so we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Moving on, ERD Erdene Resource Development Corp, 66 up 10, 18% move. Shut up on the percentage gainers. Little over a million shares, 1.3 million out of 89 million. Market cap's just under 60 million. The 52-week high was 68 cents, which did April the 13th, right here, and the low was 19.5, which did August the 12th. There's the 1-year chart. There's the 3-year chart, a little more constructive. And we noticed it based on the volume and the percentage moves, and we looked into the news. We first tweeted Erdene. This is our second mention. We mentioned them at 47 cents on March 31st, so that's had a good move. And it doesn't show up on the volume actives and percentage movers every day, but every once in a while. And anyway, on the 20th, they provided an update on their Donkin coking coal project. They've coking coal for steel production. They've teamed up with Xstrata. This is for a development project at this Donkin. These are historic coal mines in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, Canada, that they're looking to put back into production. So interesting story, worth looking into. Anyway, I like the price of the stock and the movement and the action so far, so we'll keep an eye on it. And lastly, CPWM again, Cost Plus Inc. Mentioned it many times, 538 up 41, 377,000 shares. 52-week high was $5, which did April the 21st. The low was 95 cents. We mentioned it on January the 6th. We mentioned it as a possible turnaround based on their March. Where is it? Yeah, their March. Well, anyway, we first mentioned this is our 6th time. March 26th at 234, April the 8th at 290, April the 9th at 344, April 16th at 421, April 21st at 489, today at 538. And so we mentioned them back here when they announced it reports fourth quarter net income and fiscal 2009 results and provides outlook for the first quarter of fiscal 2010. The volume spike. That's about it for today. Trade safely, do your homework. Talk to you on Monday. Guru Trader videos and tweets are daily snapshots of 5 to 7 very active small and microcap stocks from all North American stock exchanges. We simply track stocks that are trading up significantly on news or making new highs on very high volume without any further consideration of company fundamentals. The point is to save time by focusing on only those stocks that are moving right now. Guru Trader symbols come from filtering market movers and from subjective observations. Our software cross-references today's volume actives, percent gainers, and dollar gainers, which are filtered down to just lower-priced stocks. We then look at each stock's charts for apparent uptrends, and news headlines for obvious one-day-only events to exclude, like a buyout, or for longer-term growth-related news like financials, drill results, patent approvals, etc. to include. This is similar to how many traders look for new stocks as a starting point for further research with their financial and investment advisors. This is not an advisory service, and conflicts may exist as we sometimes take positions, or featured stocks may have bought online advertising or IR support services. Any content published by Investors Guru Small Cap Stock Observer is subject to the terms of our privacy policy and disclaimer at investorsguru.com. For our other small cap stock channels, follow Twitter's Guru Trader Tweet in real time on your PC or mobile device at twitter.com/investorsguru. Subscribe to watch YouTube's Investors Guru video channel at youtube.com/investorsguru. Search Investors Guru at facebook.com and add us as a friend to see our videos, tweets, etc. that are all synced to post on our wall. It's free to sign up at investorsguru.com stock community for comprehensive quotes, newsletters, profiles, forums, etc., or to update your portfolio, watch list, alerts, and news by email preferences. Thanks for watching.